Good Sunday evening to you, everyone. Welcome to this latest edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Let's Talk Houston Rockets post-game style. Talking Rockets after a Rockets victory, 119-115 over the Los Angeles Lakers. Kudos to Jalen Green. Played well overall. Got in foul trouble. That wasn't great, but 33 points, 18 of those in the first quarter. He came through. He answered LeBron James' challenge in the third quarter. Ahmed Thompson was something else. 23 points, career high, 16 rebounds. But I also want to give kudos and props to Man Mountain, one of, if not the strongest man in the NBA, Steven Adams. Steven Adams was a force. He scored, he rebounded, 7 offensive boards of his 9 rebounds. Lakers had no answer for Man Mountain. Jackson Hayes, the little bit of time he had, it was like a grown man against a child. I mean, it was embarrassing. It didn't take long for Mr. Reddick, Coach Reddick, to put Dorian Finney-Smith back in the game for Jackson Hayes, because Steve Adams just big man him out of the way in the paint, puts him out of the way for rebounds. But hey, Steve Adams he's healthier now. He's playing well. So let's get into the conversation with the crew, with the family. Jaymon, how are you? What's up with you? Justin said it. Looks like Steven is getting back healthy. Yep. Correct cuts. Mr. What was it? Remind me. Mr. What is it? 41 wins? What are you now? 41 wins? But yeah. Yes. And we can talk about the good and the bad, because the Rockets did lead by 22 points at one point in the game. Was it 54-32? And then Lakers chopped it down, as we kind of expected them to. Brandon, how are you doing, my man? They don't win without Steven Adams. Steven Adams, I mean, he was the force. He delivered. He played great. And he got tired. he played, let's see, what was it? The first 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. He was up to around 17 or 18 minutes game time. And you could tell he was gassed. So put Şengün back in the game for him. Şengün did okay. You know, I mean, he was solid. He did okay. He left a lot on the table, though, I think. What do y'all think about that? AD, 30 points after a slow start, 30, 13, and 5 blocks. Oh, man, had 21, 13, and 9, made a one-legged 3-point shot in the third quarter, and then tried another off-balance 3 in the fourth quarter, which is a bad shot. He got a teammate wide open at the top of the key. LeBron jacked up a 3. But, hey, Rockets don't care about Lakers' problems. 3-point shooting was kind of even. Wasn't a 9-bucket discrepancy. Lakers made 16. Rockets made 14. Rockets win. Rockets win. Rockets win. 119-115 over Los Lakers. There you go. Correct cuts. 47 wins. Let me get it right. You were on track for that. Correct cuts. You are on. The Rockets just go 500. They'll be right around that 47 win mark. So you're on track for that. That's just if they go 500. And Justin said, yeah, they were hunting Şengün in the third quarter. LeBron was hunting him. Coach Reddick was hunting him. Austin Reeves was hunting Şengün. He was too late in the drop coverage. He allowed too many pull-up 3-pointers. Lakers got hot in the third quarter from 3. I want to say this about all season with Fred. I think Fred's tired. I think the minutes are getting to him. He didn't shoot well tonight. Let's see. NBA.com is still not loading up the box score, the book for the game. But Fred was 5 for 11. See, he played 42 minutes. That's too many for Fred. That's too many. That's too much wear and tear on his body, on his knees. He only had 2 assists. So he took some bad shots, down the stretch. He had a good move though on AD with a little step back, he got some space and distance on AD. So that was important. There we go. What happened there? That was weird. Wow. Um, yes, the Wi-Fi is powering down on a Sunday. Me and Sundays are bad on Sundays. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, let's talk about this. This comment from Jamon. 3-point game after. I hope Thrillo joins the conversation because Alperen Şengün had a chance to ice the game. We'll put the Rockets up 4, and he split the FTs. So a 3-point game. Lakers called timeout. 7.3 on the clock left in the fourth quarter to advance the ball into the front court. Max Christie was the inbounder. Lakers were slow in their set. And to me, it seemed as if LeBron was trying to call timeout. Lakers had 1 timeout remaining. Max Christie rushed it. I posted on Blue Sky, he panicked and tossed the ball inbounds while LeBron is calling timeout. And Fred VanVleet stepped in front of LeBron, stole the ball, and iced the game. So, and then after the timeout, after it's 4-point game, AD was called for an offensive foul on Aaron Holiday. So Lakers failed to get the ball in twice. But hey, well, correct cuts. You taking shots at Coach Udoka? Don't take them at me. I'm not the coach. I'm just saying Fred played 42 minutes. And that's, he shouldn't play that many minutes. I agree. That's the thing. He played too many minutes. That is an issue. Aaron played 12, and Fred and Aaron shared the backcourt sometime a little bit. Cam Whitmore, Jayshawn Tate, Steven Adams, and Aaron Holiday were the 4-man off the Rockets bench to get minutes tonight. Let me do this before I forget about it. Quote from Coach Udoka, courtesy of colleague Danielle Lerner from the Chronicle, the new Rockets beat writer for the Houston Chronicle, regarding Tari Eason and his health status. Coach Udoka does not believe the flare-up with Tari's surgically repaired leg will keep him out as long as last season. So again, I don't know what's going on with everything. It's a Sunday. Maybe I should do Sunday shows. Maybe that's what I'm being. But Coach Udoka, regarding Tari Eason, said it's obviously been imaged at MRI and looked at. That's not the case about last year. Very different from last year. But the lingering is not a great thing, obviously. Well, okay. More of it. Hope to have him back before that. So too long. But the plan is the plan. We'll go with that for the next few games. So it sounds like Tari will be game to game for the foreseeable future for this upcoming road trip. I doubt he plays Tuesday against the Wizards or, Hawks or anything like that, but we'll see. But Coach Udoka does not believe Tari is in jeopardy of missing as much time as he did last season. Justin, what do you say about that? What do you think about that? Let's see. Brandon said, we'll go up here. There was a belief that a man would be the point guard of the future at first to help Fred, but they went away from that. Yep. And found a good role for him. He played great. Started off the game great. It's good that him and his brother are elite athletes. elite. Quick second jumps, quick third jumps. Elite athletes, both of them. Oh, we talked about that when he said him on Wednesday's show. After he said him, after he played well in Wednesday's game. Cam not being happy with his role, and then he came out Friday against the Celtics and shot poorly and played and did not back up his words. So he needs to just be quiet, focus on what he can do for the team to help the team win, and let the chips fall where they may. Period. And Justin said, game to game will end up being a month for Tari. Nope, Cam did not have a great game. He sure didn't. Well, Brandon, that won't be an issue for a while with Jabari coming off the bench. It won't be an issue. Jabari, with the surgery on his to prepare the bones in the broken bones in the left hand, will be out, let's say 6 weeks. We're saying 4 to 8 weeks. Let's split the difference to say 6 weeks. I think a man will get to start, and we'll just move on from there. And he's a matchup problem for some teams. The Lakers don't have the size at the 5 spot to go big, 2 bigs and give the Rockets problems, give Şengün problems like Boston did on Friday. Jackson Hayes is just too slender. He just can't get it done. And was exhibited as Steven Adams pushed him around at will whenever he wanted to. Jackson Hayes, 6 minutes and -7 in those 6 minutes. Damn, Shake Milton in 5 minutes was -16 on the floor. Wow, I said, gee, that's hard to do. 5 minutes, you're -16. Cam Reddish, 4 minutes, -12. But again, Rockets won 119-115. That's important. That's the bottom line. Folks, let me do June as well. Alpi should practice more free throws and it's outside shooting. And he took a 3, I think in the third quarter. I'm like, why? Why? Don't. And he missed it, of course. And the stat that, is interesting about Alpi and his free throw shooting down the stretch in the clutch situations, which is what defined as a close game within 4 or 5 points within the last 5 minutes. He's 9 for 13 from the floor, from the foul line. He was 8 for 12 coming into tonight's game, and he split the FTs tonight to give the Lakers a chance. So, 2 out of 3, that's 66% and change. It's not ideal, clearly, but I like Correct Cut says, he's not as bad as Shaq, but you don't want to get into his head. And I think it's starting to get into his head down the stretch in those clutch free throws. Justin, Ime giving Cam a chance, and he isn't doing anything with it. And well, it's on him to get it done. If not, well, all right, I'm at worldwidenba.com. Correct Cuts, talking about Alpi. He lost us a game against Milwaukee earlier this season and one against Minnesota. Make your free throws. Let's see. Jamon, interesting. I don't know if I don't think we'll miss Jabari much with a men. Even less so if Tari comes back. That's a question. That's a statement right there. If. I think it depends on the opponent. Bigger teams, it could be a problem. But there's not many teams that have two, 3, legit 7-footers who are big, strong, and or athletic. But Steven Adams, once again, he played well. Brandon repeats it. He said it before about Alpi. He needs to shoot the 3 on purpose and not hesitate when he has the shot open. Once he starts hesitating, once he starts shooting 3 on purpose, he'll be an all-star. He's going to be an all-star, I think, this year regardless. Solo, how are you doing? Jalen has been hooping in the new year. 18 points in the first quarter. I think he scored in the second quarter, but he came through in the third quarter, got in foul trouble. That fifth foul was a bad one. And if y'all saw the game on TV, stream, whatever platform you watch, when Jalen picked up his fifth foul with 14 seconds left in the third, he walked straight to the Rockets locker room. And in the fourth quarter, he didn't play because he's in foul trouble, but didn't play a lot in the fourth quarter before he came back in. It looked like his arm was bothering him. Like that was the reason why he went back into the locker room, get that checked out or worked on, massage, whatever. But kudos to Man Mountain. Oh, no, correct cuts. We talked about trades. We kicked around some trades. I kicked around the one that Mr. Eric Pincus from Bleacher Report put out there with players in the De'Aaron Fox trade proposal. Eric Pincus believes the Rockets are the ideal trade partner for Sacramento involving De'Aaron Fox. A lot of stuff going from the Rockets to the Kings. Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore, Jayshawn Tate, Jock Landale, Jeff Green, 2 pick swaps, first-round pick swaps, and 2 first-round picks in like 29 and 31 in exchange for De'Aaron Fox, Trey Lyles, and Doug McDermott. All of that going from the Rockets to the Kings in exchange for 3 players. Solo. I messed around with the Spot Track trade machine, spottrack.com, great website. Keith Smith is the NBA person for Spot Track, very knowledgeable. But I did a trade machine proposal, and that trade idea worked. It worked for you, Solo. A few combinations. I don't think the Nets will do it this way, but Steven Adams and Jeff Green for Cam Johnson. Now you could do it Adams and Jeff Green, Adams and a trade exception, Adams and the non-taxpayer trade exception, whatever. But that twosome to Brooklyn, both of them contracts are up this summer, so they might come out the cap for Brooklyn in exchange for Cam Johnson. So what do you think about that, Solo? June says Rockets need a shooter and agile center who can block shots and rebound, shoot like Robinson of Miami and Kennard of Memphis. And you asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot. Do y'all want the Rockets? Do y'all want Rafael to make a move before the February 6th trade deadline? Rafael said he was at that time content to let this team stand pat as is and see what they can do as currently constructed to see what they can do. That was before the Jimmy Butler drama in Miami. De'Aaron Fox has not demanded a trade. He has not asked for a trade. He just simply said he's not going to sign for a long-term contract. Solo said, now, the way Adams has been playing, I think the Rockets should keep him for the rest of the season. Brandon says, a small move to add more shooting and spacing. Well, I'll ask again. KDC, how are you? June, you're new to this question. Let me ask you. Brandon, I think you're new to this as well. I think. Anybody want the Rockets to trade for Mr. Butler? Has anyone changed or anyone new to the discussion, new to these post-game editions of Let's Talk Houston Rockets, want the Rockets to trade for Jimmy Butler? Correct cuts, consistent with that. I don't believe anybody is, but I'm curious if there is anyone who does want the Rockets to trade for Jimmy Butler. Please explain. Please explain. Correct cuts. Correct cuts with the trifecta. No, please no. God no. Then Solo, no thank you. Solo being polite about it. No thank you. Justin, using Jimmy's words against him, does not think Butler will find his happy place in Houston. On the court, remember that? Remember, everybody? Jimmy's happy in Miami off the court. He just is not happy in Miami on the court. June, part of the family. No to Butler. He's 35 going on 36. Yeah. Like I said, I don't let me know if you are that person. I want to hear your reasons why. KDC, Butler, if he's a rental for only that year, but getting a Butler will cost all our expiring salaries. So unlikely. Brandon says, I think Butler will become a bargain deal at the deadline. Miami doesn't have any leverage. Yeah, they do. They can keep him. They can wait till the summer. You know, they could keep him. They might lose without him. I mean, you don't have to trade a disgruntled player, especially during the season. I mean, what's Jimmy going to do? They can still pay him and pay him to sit. A certain team here in town has done that before. So Jimmy wants to get paid. So what's the point? All right, let me toss this out because Jimmy Butler has stated that he wants to be a free agent this summer, which I find very strange because he's set to make what, $52 million in this on the player option on his contract next season. He's not going to get 50+ million from a team via free agency, straight free agency, unless he wants to go to Brooklyn, and unless Brooklyn wants to sign him. And Brooklyn's trying to get younger and rebuild for the future. Signing Jimmy Butler at 35 years old, that doesn't make any sense. So I'll be kind of curious to see if Jimmy Butler and his people take less, what a shame, $30 million for like a 3-year deal, 3-year, $100 million. So get more years, but less money. Well, it'd be nice if I could take it. Wouldn't y'all love to take a pay cut and still make $30 million a year? Sign me up. Like I said, I'm curious to see what Miami does. Miami's saying, suspended Jimmy for 7 games. They are listing 2 trade offers. Who's going to blink? What team is going to believe, yeah, we know Jimmy is who he is, but he can help us win this season, and we want to get over that hump. Golden State is that team. Golden State is a team that folks say makes the most sense. The Rockets have been tossed in the discussion, but it doesn't make sense from Rockets' perspective. WK, how are you doing? And Phoenix, that depends on Brad Beal. Brad Beal has a no trade clause. So, he might say, no, I'm good where I am. No, thank you. And then Miami would be like, well, yeah, we get Brad Beal for a bit, but he's injury prone too. So can we trade him to somebody else and flip him for something? So it's interesting. And that won't happen. Butler to the Bucks for Dame. But it's interesting. We'll see who blinks. That's the thing. He's already said he wants to be a free agent, and he could be talking for leverage, which he doesn't have really. Jimmy says he's going to opt out of his contract of $50 million. Woo. It's a new name. I don't want to mispronounce it and just disrespect you by mispronouncing it, but thank you for joining the conversation. Appreciate you. So Jimmy Butler to the Lakers for Austin and Rui. Why would the Lakers want to do that? And and that seems like a kind of bad matchup, bad fit from Lakers perspective. And good point by KDC. Bucks are second apron. You know, they're up against it. Got to match salary for salary. Thrillo, how you doing? Thrillo, I thought about you, man, earlier in the show when Şengün split those free throws in the closing moments. So, exactly, Brandon. I don't see how that would work. Jimmy with LeBron. I don't know about that. But, and I mean, Lakers trying to add more peripheral pieces. And did y'all, if you watch the broadcast and from the Rockets feed, I mean, it worked out. But did y'all notice during the game the number of times Ryan Hollins mentioned that Ime Udoka / Ryan Hollins was okay, or the game plan was giving Dorian Finney-Smith wide open threes, looks from three? I'm thinking to myself, Ryan, he's shooting 43% from three this year. I don't want to give him open looks. Now it worked because he only made 2 of his 6 shots tonight. But I was like, huh? What? So I'm like, okay, that was interesting though. But he said it time and time again. You know, the 4 times Finney-Smith missed from 3, Brian said, again, that's the game plan for him. Like, for tonight. I was like, ooh, okay. So, yeah, that one there. Brandon said he heard it. Thrillo, I know you with Şengün struggling tonight. I know you were just shaking your head. I was seeing you. I was like, I don't know, Thrillo just like, man, look at this. Look at this. But Şengün's struggles gave more time and minutes to Man Mountain. And Man Mountain delivered, came through. 8 points and 9 rebounds, 7 on the offensive glass. Steven Adams was a man. He was a man amongst children at times. They couldn't keep him away from the bucket. It was just great to watch. The Lakers struggling to keep Steven Adams off the glass, man. Agreed, Justin. That's why I don't believe the Rockets will advance past the first round. Just don't see it. That's not this year. No. Oh, and for those who missed it, Coach Udoka said that he's not concerned about Tari Eason's absence being as long as last season. Tari's had some imaging done on his left leg, the surgically repaired leg. Coach Udoka does not believe it's necessary to have the leg looked at again. But he's going to be game to game, and that's that. But he does not believe it will be Tari will be out as long as he was last year. Justin says, ha, and Tari will be game to game for a month. So we'll see. Amen Thompson, 16 rebounds tonight, including that putback of that Jalen Green air ball 3-point launch that Jalen had to toss up with the shot clock winding down, double teamed in the corner. He just tossed it up there. Like he came down from the rafters and caught it and slammed it home. WK, yes. Vanessa talked to Coach Udoka about it on Thursday, and she mentioned it. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. She mentioned it Friday during the Celtics broadcast. Coach wasn't worried about it. Well, I don't say worried, bothered by it, because in his eyes, players talk. Players want to get stuff off their chest. Coach is a straight shooter. Cam knows what he needs to do to stay on the floor. Hell, we all know it. Justin, he needs to play smarter, play defense, pass the ball, take good shots, score. Friday, Cam was what, 1 for 9? Something like that. And didn't do much tonight. So, Cam, you gonna complain, especially public, with your frustration? Play better. But Justin tonight, Cam had 8 points, 4 rebounds. He was 3 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 5 from 3. He had 1 drive and 1 bad decision. He got off balance on the drive and was not credited with turnover, but he lost the ball. So Justin, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great either. So, 4 for 12, 1 for 9 from 3 against Boston. But he had more good moments tonight than he did Friday. I'll say that. But he has to be more consistent with those good moments. And he's gonna get time now. With Tari game to game and Jabari out, Cam's gonna get minutes. A man starting, so Cam's gonna play. So it's on him to get it done. Be productive. Let's talk about Solo, Thrillo, WK. Fred VanVleet played 42 minutes tonight. That's too many. Aaron played 12. Reed played none. Are y'all okay with Aaron getting 15 to 18 minutes and cutting Fred's minutes down to 36? Because, a man at the run the offense is not his strength. Jalen is leading the offense more, getting better at it. But personally, I don't like seeing Fred playing 40-plus minutes. That's too many. I think the more minutes he plays when it gets up that high, it hurts him and the team. And this is true. I'm going to say, Aaron looks to shoot. He doesn't pass the ball. He gets it as soon as he comes in the game. Shot. I mean, so when Aaron's in the game, he's going to have to play with Jalen. So I have to figure out how to stagger those minutes to make it all work. Jalen's foul trouble tonight limited his minutes. He played 33 minutes, so that was a factor probably in Fred playing so much. But, let me see. Aaron, 12 minutes, 8 shots, and 3 for 8. 8 shots, 0 assists. Hell, Aaron's like a shorter version of Cam. Justin, neither one of them had an assist. And they both took 8 shots. Solo, I agree, man. I agree with you. I've said it in a recent show. Send Reed to the G League. Get him some time. Get him some confidence. Let him see his shot go in. Not playing up here. The Rockets they don't have enough practice time really for him to improve up here at the big club. So send him down to the G League. I'm not worried about, he's a 3rd pick in the draft. He's a bust. Let the outside folks say all that stuff. I want Reed to get better. And if sending him to the G League helps him get better, do so. All right, let's talk about Justin's comments and J-Mon here in a second. Let's see here. Thought about that too. Can Aaron only hit threes? Because every time he shoots a two, it's a miss. Yeah. Justin says he thought he expected Reed to come in right away and relieve Fred, but it just goes to show this draft class was weak. I thought that, you know, but Jamon thinks a little different. Is it concerning that that Reed can't even outplay Aaron Holiday? I mean, it's different expectations. Reed's defense was going to be an issue because it's not NBA caliber. He's not strong enough. He's not quick enough. But I thought that because of the veterans in the Rockets backcourt, who was he going to beat for minutes consistently? That was my concern. You know, with so many people tabbing him as the favorite rookie of the year. Y'all see the Rockets guards? You know what I'm saying? So, June think a little different. He'd rather play Reed instead of Holiday. Aaron and Cam have tunnel vision. Like I said, neither one of them had an assist tonight. So yeah, I'm not worried about Reed long term. He's just not ready. You know, one and done from Kentucky. He probably financially made sense for him to come out after his freshman year at Kentucky. It's hell of a freshman year at Kentucky. But from a physical standpoint, he'd been better in college, for another year. But I tell all kids, if you are a lottery pick, go pro. Worry about the other stuff later. Go pro. Thrillo says Reed looked timid at first, but once his shot wasn't falling, his confidence took a hit. He passed up shots. Craig Cuts was a hypothetical. So in a decent draft, what number would Reed be selected at? Like 30 or 22? I mean, he wouldn't be third. I'm sure that might be probably late lottery, but definitely not third. You know, Jabbar has improved. WK Temple, Reed is performing as expected, like a rookie, and also like a rookie playing for a defensive-minded coach. So that's why Reed Shepherd is in college, granted. Once he gets it going, gets the confidence up, gets stronger, he's going to be a good three-point shooter. But his defense was always a question. So shaky defensively, and your head coach is a defensive-minded coach. It's not a great mix to get consistent minutes as a rookie. But in Reed's defense is playing the passing lanes. He's a good off-ball defender by playing the passing lanes. That's what he did well at Kentucky. His individual defense needs work, needs improvement. That's hard to do in the NBA when you're not strong enough to, body guys and knock them off their stride. He can't do that right now. But again, tonight, the Rockets, 119. Lakers, 115. Rockets held off 2 runs by the Lakers. Did enough to get the win. And yeah, Coach Sampson says this a few times. Good defense will make you valuable to NBA teams. Will get you looks. Yes, we'll get you looks for sure. But right now, he's not physically ready for the NBA. So I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to try to, bash Rafael for saying it, but he said it a few times, so it wasn't a slip up. Rafael said that Reed was the top player on the Rockets board. Okay. Okay. But yeah, it takes time for some rookies. Reed ain't Wemby. Reed ain't LeBron. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But give Reed time. Other rookies that are forced to play when not ready, sometimes just get exposed. Johnny Davis, yep, yeah. The one man who lit up the Cougars that 1 year, he scored 30 on them. Jalen Duren still looks like he's lost on defense too much at times. But other times, he's a 20 man. I wish my man Derrick was in the conversation because I could steer the conversation to Detroit basketball, but I won't. But anyway, again, Jalen Green, 33 points, efficient from the floor, 12 for 24 shooting, 5 for 12 from 3, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 0 turnovers for Jalen Green. Amin Thompson, 23 points, career high, 16 rebounds, 11 for 19 from the floor, 0 for 3 from 3. I'm glad he only took 3 threes. At times he took them in those corner threes. He settled for those, didn't need to. Drive, attack the basket, drive, kick it out, reset. So only taking 3 threes for a man, that's okay. Mr. Big, how are you? I thought the Rockets were going to lose. I did. I thought they were going to lose, but they answered the Lakers' runs, and they got the dub. But I think, plus the NBA, y'all know the cliche, the NBA is a game of runs, blah, blah, blah. Craig Ackerman hinted at it during Rockets' big run, big lead. This is the NBA, and Rockets have had troubles holding leads and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's something. Best case scenario, Reed becomes the next Steve Nash. Well, Brandon F. says he wanted Dalton connect because he seemed like he was more over NBA. Yeah. Dalton's a strong young man. Yeah. But he wasn't third pick ready, but so hey. Oh yeah. Rockets on Tuesday against the Wizards. Alex Sarr, the young Wizards, Bub Carrington. I think I like Mark Price type, that comparison as well. But yeah, the young Wizards, they have the young Wizards lost to the Pelicans, I think, again, didn't they? Oh boy. Golden State is down 36 at home to the Kings. Tell you, Golden State going to say, Steph going to say, damn it, get Jimmy Butler. Yeah, please get Jimmy Butler. But Alex Sarr tonight and the Wizards lost to the Pels. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 for 9 from the floor, 3 for 6 from 3. Bub Carrington, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. So, they got some nice young players. And, of course, they still got Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma had 28 points. They still lost by 12, though, to the Pelicans. CJ McCollum, 25. Trey Murphy III, 22. Yves Missi, 16. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, I agree. Mark Price is a hell of a player. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rockets should thump the Wizards on Tuesday. They really should. They should. Yeah, game. Don't. Yeah, let me post it again. Brandon, don't mess around with the Wizards. Don't give them hope. Don't give them confidence. Take care of business. Move them. Move them. Give them the L and move on. Yeah. All right, family, that'll do it. Salute to you all for taking time out of your Sunday night. I did not feel a need to post the brick audio file. So that's a plus. Rockets got the dub. Homestand, 5-game homestand, only went 2-3, but that's better than 1-4. Got the Wizards on Tuesday. Very winnable game. Should win that game. Keep it moving. Buy you a t-shirt, sweatshirt, long sleeve shirt, hoodie. Monday night. Brandon, okay, Brandon, just one time. Just one time. It's been requested. By request. Here we go. Brick. So there you go, Brandon. I really enjoy talking hoops with you, with everybody. Rockets hoops, NBA hoops. Really do appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. Try to make this a routine thing, doing post-game shows after Rockets game. Sometimes I won't be able to do it because I might be at a Cougs game, or the Cougs might have a game and even on the road, and those take precedent because we have a sponsor for those games. Still trying to get a sponsor for the Rocket games, Rocket post-game shows. Rocket shows, I got more fans and more interaction with Rocket shows than I do the Let's Rage Cougs shows. But keep pressing forward. Support the Roundball Review. Spread the word about the Houston Roundball Review. The Houston Roundball Review has been approved. Check it out. Listen to what I'm saying before you sign out. The Houston Roundball Review has been approved to attend and cover the NFL big game. Again, my colleague Adolphus A.D. Moore. I'll say it again. The Houston Roundball Review has been approved to attend and cover the NFL big game. The Final Four as well. Independent outlet. Not many can say that. So spread the word about the Houston Roundball Review. Not just hoops here on this channel, sports on this channel. And I will get back to folks talking sports this year. But need money to support all this stuff. I got ideas and hopes and plans to get credentialed folks to go cover the Astros, cover the Dynamo, cover the World Cup, cover volleyball and the pro team volleyball, all of those things. But need help to make those things happen. But everyone, if you're United States, stay warm, keep warm. So we're going to do it again on Tuesday, talking Rockets after should be a win by the Rockets over the Wizards. But Monday will be the next edition of Let's Rage Cougs. Cougs host TCU Monday night. Late night tip-off. Well, kind of late. 8 o'clock Central. Game on ESPN2. And then after that, we will talk about the Cougs. So again, everyone, thank you for your comments, your questions, your support. Spread the word. Watch the show on demand. If you can't make it live, we're going to do it again on Tuesday for the next edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets post-game show. So until then, y'all know it. Since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective.
Game over.